Okay, hello everyone. Welcome everyone to the session Job Hunting Guide for International Students. My name is Annie. I am the UK International Recruitment Officer at the University of Bradford. And the University of Bradford is very well known for our career services and work experience. And in fact, we are number 3 in the UK for career services and number 2 in the UK for work experience. So in this session today, I want to show you more about how the University of Bradford can offer to our students in terms of um, work experience, in terms of career preparation, and to make you more employable. And hopefully through this session you will be able um, to make the best use of your time studying in the UK, to prepare for your future career, to get a good job at the end of your degree. And joining me today is Akesit, one of our fantastic student ambassadors. I will let Akesit to say hi to you and introduce about himself. Hi, Akesit.
Hi everyone. Hi Annie. Thank you. My name is Alkestis Stergio. I'm studying human resource management and I'm on the final year of my studies. And I will be more than happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm sure you will have a brilliant experience to share with our students today. And everyone, you may see another panelist here, Stephanie. You see her picture here. But you may be wondering where is she? So she can't be live with us today, but she has kindly sent us a recording to tell you about her career journey. And really, her career journey is really amazing. She was the only one chosen out of over 7,000 candidates for the position trackside fluid engineer for Mercedes Formula One. So really amazing example of our alumni. So later I will show you about her career journey. Now, before we start our session, I want to ask you a question. What challenges do you think students, and especially international students, may face when applying for a job, either in the UK or internationally after graduating from university? Um, I give you 3 seconds. Okay, time's up. If your head went blank and you have no idea what challenges waiting for you at the end of your degree, then I think probably you haven't really been involved with the employment market. You haven't really tried any part-time job, any internship. So maybe it's now time to really think about it more seriously. And we have asked many of our students and also asked employers what they are looking for from their candidates. And we summarize what we received into 3 main things. So really, it's very important for you to have a good understanding of the employment market. For example, if you want to get a job in the UK, it's very important that you know what companies, what organizations in the UK that have a job suitable for you and suitable for your degree. And then you need to know about their recruitment process and policies. What are they like? Then after you start your application route, you will realize more and more employers and companies are looking for graduate skills in their candidates. They're not just looking for a degree, a university degree, because every year, probably around 100,000 international students graduating from a university in the UK. Not including home students in the UK. So that's pretty competitive. So they are not, the employers are not just looking for a university degree. They want their candidates to have some transferable skills like communication, leadership, teamwork, presentation, negotiation skills, um, and also they prefer their candidates to have some work experience as well, rather than those with zero experience. So I know that may sound quite a lot to handle, and then you may be wondering how can you achieve all of those by the time you graduate and apply for a job. Um, the answer is actually pretty simple. You can do that while you are studying. At the University of Bradford, we offer various support and many opportunities for you to gain some work experience and also some develop your transferable skills while you are studying on campus with us. And we will explore those opportunities in the next slide. And also, please remember, uh, all international students graduating from this year onwards, you will be eligible for 2-year post-study work permit, and that is an amazing opportunity for you to get some work experience and get a good job in the UK. But you need to prepare well for it, to make sure that you make the best use of your 2-year post-study work permit. Now, let's have a look at opportunities within your course to really help you become more employable and gain some work experience. At the University of Bradford, our faculties work very closely with the industry, different companies from small, medium-sized companies to multinational companies, and that help us make sure that what we teach you and how we teach you are relevant to the industry, relevant to the latest demand of the companies of the industry. Um, for example, we really try to input different practical elements into our courses. Firstly, for courses like engineering, chemistry, or health-related courses, laboratory facilities are very important to make sure that you know how to use those machines. Um, by the time you graduate, you will go out to work. So we have really high industry standard facilities on campus for our students to teach them, and some of them are the most modern equipments available in the industry. Maybe just only 4 or 5 universities in the UK have at the moment. For example, the simulation suite for biomedical science or medical science related courses. So those are very important for you. And then also even for finance accounting students, although that courses um, is not too heavily um, dependent on uh, laboratory facilities, but there are some certain softwares that you need to be familiar with. So we have our Bradford Bloomberg trading room here, uh, which provide our students with a simulated trading environment and give students a feel for a real investment uh, environment, so they can know how to deal with a financial and economic market data. And we use the Bloomberg Professional, which is the most widely used software package for all professional bankers in London, New York, or Tokyo use daily. So that's something we want to make sure that our student will have access to and make the best use of. And then overall, for all courses, we really try to have um, very interactive teaching and learning experience. And as you can see here from the pictures of our class activities here, uh, it's not just one way, lecture where one teacher talking for 2 hours with 200 students. Here, we let students work in a team, We let them work in a business scenario together and practice different skills. Maybe I will let Akestit to share with you more about his own experience with those activities. Okay.
Thank you, Annie. So you were absolutely right, and I agree with what you said. And from my own experience, what I can say is that the teaching methods at University of Bradford, even for degrees such business degrees, they making the students actually to getting involved and not just to stay on the theoretical framework, but actually to get a insight of how do the business world function, and how actually to become critical thinking, how to expand your skill sets. And the methods are, for example, I can give an example from my experiences. For example, except the typical lectures, also we have the tutorials where we getting involved in small groups of students, and we are working on case studies from businesses not only in UK but around the globe, and we are trying to resolve issues, or maybe to think from a more critical perspective as business people. Thank
Mm.
you.
That's very good. Thank you very much, Akestit. So you
Thank you,
can
Annie.
see Akestit really appreciate the interactive learning activities within his course, and so I hope when you start your course in the UK, you will be introduced to that kind of learning and teaching style. It may be a bit different for you at first, but I hope you will try to get involved as much as possible. Um, Even though you may be shy at first to talk to people, to discuss with your group, but overall, over time, it will definitely develop your skills in communication and presentation and teamwork as well. Okay, and also there are many other great opportunities on campus we provide to our students to gain some work experience. For example, final year projects, work shadowing, and field trip opportunities and competitions. So what are they? I'm going to show you. Me and Kestik will show you some specific examples about them. Firstly, final year projects. Usually in the final year or for master student in your final semester, you will need to do a dissertation or a project where you apply what you have learned for the last 2 3 years or 2 3 semesters in your final project. Um, and you will need to present it to your supervisor, to your teacher, and we organize an event, a showcase event for it. And especially we invite different companies and employers to our campus to this event, as you can see from this picture here, to listen to your presentation and to your idea, to your project. And really many of our students have impressed the companies and got a job offer or an interview offer after this event. So that's a really great opportunity for you to use your own project to get you a job offer. So I think that's something you need to pay attention to and make sure that you do it well. And then because we work very closely with different companies with the industry, so we can offer our students some field trip or work shadowing opportunities to really see the business in reality. For example, you see here, this is example of our field trip to Ford company's proving ground in Belgium for our mechanical engineering students. Um, so they went to Belgium every year. We took students to Belgium every year, and they see professional engineer run a car test before they actually launch a product. So that's a very valuable lesson for them, much better than reading that from a textbook. They can actually see it and also ask professional engineer any questions they may have. So that's really great lesson. Other opportunities are also available for business, social science students. So you see example here, our business student on a exchange program in China. And also in too many other places around the world, like Bahrain, Dubai, Paris, Qatar. Um, and you may recognize our lovely students here, Kestit. Are you happy to share with everyone here about your experience?
Of course, thank you.
Thank
So the program that I was being selected to participate was the Entrepreneurs Across the Borders. Was a 1 week abroad in Bahrain, which is a very innovative place for any kind of businesses. The process from stage one was, to be honest, really interesting because we had to apply as second year students with a cover letter. Then we had to go through the process of interviews, and from 150 students, if I remember well, we were selected a team of 6 students to go to Bahrain. And another interesting thing about that was that they were 3 universities that they were participating. It was University of Bradford, it was a university from France, and another university from Saudi Arabia. So each university had 6 students that we came all together. We divided into 3 different groups. Every day we were visiting different startups, businesses, and we had the chance actually to learn from the best on the field. And also we had the opportunity to participate in lectures at University of Alia in Bahrain. And at the end of the week, we had actually to present our businesses ideas that we thought about them. We worked as a team, and we built the business idea. And also we had to present them on a group of business people in Bahrain. And it was such an amazing experience because it gave us the opportunity to expand our skill set, to learn more things. And let's say, for example, communications skills, being aware of different culture, working with people that we might don't know, but we have to come together and create something. And overall was an experience that I will remember for many, many years.
you. Oh, lovely. Thank you very much, Kirsty.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
can see you, you still are very happy when you think about that experience.
So
And
excited, so excited. Every time that
uh,
I remember it, it just makes me feel good.
yeah, I could see it's not just only useful for you when you like represent your business ideas to a group of local entrepreneurs, which prepare you well for a future job interview. It's also like great time for you to meet people from all over the world. Um, Such a great time. Thank you very much. And in addition to uh, field trip opportunities like that, we also really encourage our students to join different competitions while they are studying here, because we know through competitions our students can apply what they have learned into a more practical context. They learn how to work with people in a team, and uh, develop different skills like presentation, critical thinking, and also brighten up their resume when they apply for a job later. So you see some examples here. One of them is our mooting competitions for law students, and students got to present in front of a real court like this started in our university route first between law students at our university, and then the best student will be sent to the national route to compete with law students from other universities. And last year, our law students were in the second place in the North Yorkshire region. And I think that's a great, fantastic result for our students. Our engineering IT students have also won really amazing competition, international and global competitions as well. For example, this competition in 2018 and 19, our IT student won the Barclays SAS University Challenge, where they competed with University of Manchester in the final round after many rounds before. And overall, they won the whole competition and became the winner. And then last year, our chemical engineering also won the global competition organized by the Institute of Chemical Engineers, a group of chemical engineering students. So I can see many of them after this, they graduated and they put that in their CV, their resume, they talk about it in their job interview. And of course, that helped them uh, to stand out from the crowd and have them get some really great job um, in the future or currently. Now you have seen quite many opportunities within your course that help you um, improve different skills and get exposed to the kind of real business world. But if you want to get some more work experience as an employee for a company or organization, there are opportunities available. For example, industrial placements, or we call sandwich year, where you spend 1 year out of your degree to do a placement year, work in the industry, and then come back in your final year to complete your degree. Or you can also consider short-term internships or summer internships, which usually ranges between 6 weeks to 9 weeks or 3 months over the summer, or also part-time jobs, opportunities abroad that Akestis have done before. And I'm sure he will be happy to share with you in a minute about that experience. Now I want to show you a quick video of our student who have done a placement year, and you will see how they think the placement year have benefited them. Okay.
My placement year has given me the skills, I believe, to then help me get better in my final year, so my academic year and future goals.
I've always kind of worked since I was 13, and I know the importance of work experience when applying for jobs in the future.
I think it's not enough to just have the knowledge, you have to put it into the experience.
The amount of knowledge, the skills, and even the networking, you kind of, you understand so much more about how organisations work.
You won't gain the experience like that anywhere else.
When I go for interviews and stuff now, they'll ask me questions and I'll always have a good experience to talk about.
When you go and apply for other jobs and you look at the people you're kind of competing with, you're already 2-3 steps ahead of them.
I wouldn't change it for the world, to be honest. I'm so glad I've done it, and I'd wish that if I could tell other people to do it, that I definitely would.
Okay, it's just a 1 minute video to really show you briefly what our students think about their placement, and you have seen they feel very positive about their placement year. They feel like they gain some advantages over other people after their placement year in terms of job interview or in terms of their job application. And it's important to learn the practice in addition to the theory. Now, Sorry about that. Now it's time to hear about Stephanie Traver's wonderful story. Earlier, I have mentioned that she is the only one chosen out of over 7,000 candidates applying for the role of trackside fluid engineer Petronas for Mercedes Formula One. Um, and she was originally from Zimbabwe, and she also did 1 year placement in BASF, which is the second biggest chemical producers in the world, with a manufacturing site in Bradford where she did her placement. So I think probably let's hear from Stephanie first to share with you about her career journey. Okay, just bear with me a second. I'm going to show you her recording.
The University of Bradford supported me throughout my degree and also beyond that. The careers department is a department that I'm so thankful to have met and to have gone to whilst I was there. I utilized the facilities that were available to me. They helped me prepare my CV to apply for a placement year. I did a placement year as part of my degree. They helped me do psychometric tests, a lot of practice tests, practice interviews. You can go there as many times as you'd want, and you just book along in the careers department. You book and you go for your session, and they go through everything with you and help you relax before you go to an interview. All of that prepared me for where I am today. When I applied for the role, there were over 7,000 applicants, and it was a global search for a trackside fluid engineer. It was quite scary at first, but my parents had told me to just focus on my own journey and put the best version of myself forward. And that's exactly what I did. All the preparation the careers department had given me came in so useful. I had still had some of the websites saved for psychometric tests, and I used them to practice, as the first stage of my application process was to complete the psychometric test. I was successful in that stage and went on to do a 1-minute video answering questions from Valtteri Bottas and the team. Again, following advice from the careers department to use the STAR technique, which is very helpful in any interview process that you may go through. After being successful in that stage, I was flown out all the way to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia for my final stage. It was, I can't even put it into words. I was just shocked that I got that far. There were only 5 of us that went to Kuala Lumpur from over 7,000. So it was an amazing experience. I had to do a case study interview first, and then 3 of us were selected to go to the final stage. And that was a bit more interesting. We did sort of a treasure hunt. It was an amazing race across the center of KL, and we had to follow clues to find the CEO and have the final interview with him, after which I was successful and began my position within the Formula One team, Mercedes Formula One team, in 2019. I would like to thank all the staff at Bradford for everything that they've done for me, and you will get to a point where you are able to do the same if university is somewhere where you decide to go.
Okay, thank you very much, Stephanie. Although she's not here, but it's just so lovely to hear her sharing about her experience. So I just still want to say thank you to her. Now, let's get back to our slides. So you have heard an amazing story from Stephanie, who have won over 7,000 candidates, including, genius from different universities in the UK, internationally. But she could do it, and that means it's possible for you as well. If you work hard, if you have an ambition and you have a good plan for it, like you are attending our session now, so you start preparing for your future career. Now, some other opportunities I want to introduce to you, and Kestis will share with you about his experience is opportunities abroad. And Bradford has really comprehensive study exchange and work placement abroad program for our students. So the opportunities are not only limited in the UK, but also available in Europe, America, Asia, Canada, many other countries. And it's flexible. You can do it over the summer, or you can choose to do it 1 term or 1 year, depending on your preference. And also at the University of Bradford, we have the highest funding available for our students for the study exchange. So I hope you will make the best use of that if you come to Bradford to study. Now I will let Akesi to share with you about his internship in Istanbul in Turkey. Hi,
Thank you, Annie.
Akesi.
Thank you. So I would like to say about my experience that I was, first of all, pretty much lucky, because even though we were going through the pandemic and many activities they were cancelled, I was still lucky to get selected and to have been offered a 2 months internship in Turkey for a NGO, is a non-government organization. So I went there on beginning of July and I stayed up to September. Um, I was doing the fundraising of the company and I was managing the social media of the company. Uh, at first I was kind of excited, maybe a bit scared, like going somewhere that I wouldn't have anyone, but I would have been on my own. But I had a lot of support from career and employability department from University of Bradford. I had also support even from my lecturers that they helped me with the process, and the work experience was great. Actually, I get to know people from businesses there. I get to collaborate with people from different backgrounds, and was an experience that I think it taught me a lot, and also it gave me some insight of what I want to do in my future career.
And I think it's fantastic that you got this opportunity last summer at the like the peak of the pandemic, COVID-19. So it's really amazing, and well done to you, Akestit.
Absolutely. Also, Annie, sorry for interrupting you. I forgot to add that the fundings from University of Bradford, because the internship was unpaid. Usually internships, they are unpaid. Well, they are also paid, the internships, but mostly they are unpaid. But still the fundings from University of Bradford, they really helped me to cover my expenses, my flight tickets, my accommodation there, and it was very easy actually to get them. It wasn't too hard.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, it sounds great, and I wish I could be a student again to do something like that. So thank you very much, Akastit. For any of you who interested in health-related courses like physiotherapy, occupational therapy, nursing, or even pharmacy, more like medicine-related courses, you don't need to be worried about placement, because our courses will already include placement for you, and we already arrange placement with uh, clinics and local hospital for our students, so you don't need to apply. You will have lots of opportunities to fully integrate theory and practice within your course. Okay, as Akestis and Stephanie mentioned, they got a lot of support from our career and employability services team, and they are really amazing. As I mentioned at the beginning, they are number 3 in the UK, and they do offer from one-to-one appointments with you to look at your CV, cover letter, your job search, to help you with your interview, mock interviews, psychometric test. They deliver different recruitment workshops to help you understand about the employment market, about the recruitment process of different companies. And then they also organize many career fairs, as you see the pictures here on our campus, maybe 5 or 6 fairs throughout the year, for you to network with your potential employers, and they are really useful. So I hope you will make sure that you get involved in those activities and events, maybe from the first year, from the first semester, to start learning more about it, and then getting prepared for your future career. Um, Now, last but not least, I really hope you will also try to get engaged with more curricular activities while you are at university, to really develop yourself, but also have a great time, great fun, not too serious. Because when you join a university, you will join a bigger student community. At the University of Bradford, we have over 10,000 students coming from over 130 different countries all over the world. So very diverse student population, a perfect environment for you to develop yourself, make yourself more confident, to communicate with people, of different personalities and then different cultures as well. And the picture in the background you are looking at now is I think represents very well our student community, very diverse, very welcoming. Everyone looks very happy, and it was a very unique event at our university, Team Bradford Festival, where we not only engage student with student, but also try to connect students and teachers and academic staff from different courses and schools together, and then staff from professional departments like me, all together in a team, participating in many games and activities throughout the day, and we feel like a big family. And I can see our students also feel more confident to just communicate with people, and work as a team with us. Overall, at university, there are many societies and clubs and groups for you to be part of. It ranges from, academic societies, hobby societies, to international societies. So many options for you, whatever interest you may have. You can be part of some of the societies here, and have a great fun. Like Akestis, our student here, uh, very happy with his society. So that's also the end of our session. But I want, before we finish, I want to let Akestis to maybe share with you some last experience about your student life.
Annie, you were absolutely right. At University of Bradford, we are and our community, it is more like a large family from all around the world, and it is a family that actually is welcoming everyone every time. And is my pleasure that I had the chance for the past 3 years to be part of this family. And the communities and the societies, they are so many that is not any possibility for a student not to find a place to be and people to meet and activities to do. For example, in that picture, I am with the Greek Cyprus Society, but they are not just from the society people, they are from all around the world, my friends. And specific at this picture, we were celebrating my birthday, where they organized a birthday party for me. And as you said, I was so happy to be with all my friends from university and to celebrate together.
Yeah.
And as I said, we are just a large family that we are just welcoming everyone every time.
Oh, thank you very much. Please remember to invite me to your next birthday.
Of course, Annie. Thank
Thank
you.
you. And if you want to join our family, please visit our stand, University of Bradford stand at SIUK Fair. I will tell you more about the University of Bradford, where we are, about more about the city, a lot to offer for you from the city of Bradford. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us in this session today. And thank you, Alkestis, for being here and sharing your experience with people, with our students